Well, what is up, YouTube? So I will be bringing you guys another new audio commentary. Again, I don't know what the video game is going to be that the gameplay, well, that the audio commentary is going to be over. So in any case, I hope you enjoy this commentary, and let's get with the topic. So the topic that we're going to be discussing today is sexism in gaming and whether or not video game companies are sexist. Now, a lot of gamers recently, a lot of female gamers have been complaining for the fact that there's not enough female gamers. Like, they feel as though there's not enough females in gaming, and there are a lot of females. Like, when you look at a whole bunch of fighting games and stuff like that, they feature both like busty women and stuff like that. But I mean, honestly, most of the people that are creating video games are guys, and guys are gonna want to create characters that look like that because they're characters that guys kind of fantasize about. And even with women in gaming, I'm sure that there's some female gamers that play video games that feature like really good looking guys because of the fact that those are the type of guys that girls want to look at. And I mean, it's the same thing with movies. Movies do that all the time. They always feature like really good looking people on both like male and female side. So sex really does sell, and good looking people really do make up most of the market for these entertainment companies, because let's face it, you're not going to go to a movie and watch a pretty ugly looking person on the screen unless they are a person that you actually know well. And there's some really decent looking, like there's some people that are kind of fat in movies and stuff like that, and people still watch their stuff. They get typecast in those roles because they are the kind of fat chubby person. And there's not, like, my personal belief is there's not enough roles in both movies and gaming where you feature a normal looking average like girl, whether she's teenager or woman or whatever, and she can really hold her own in a fight. You hardly see that in movies at all, because most of the time in movies and in gaming they're cast as a character that is pretty much screaming the entire time, and they don't really do that much. Unlike The Last of Us, where it features a young girl that pretty much can hold her own up in a fight. And I really like games like that where you have a character that is really tough and strong, and she's also a female. I feel like if most video game companies started focusing on female game characters, then we'd get more female gamers in both the Xbox and the PlayStation console markets. And I feel like it would draw more people to gaming in general. Both sexes in general would be kind of drawn to the video games, because I feel like women think that gaming is mostly for men, and men feel the same way about women, but there are both men and female gamers that actually play the games together. And I really do believe that there should be more female gamers out there, but they just, for whatever reason, either hide the fact that they're a female gamer, or they just are kind of ashamed about it. And there's arguments to both sides that it is not equal when it comes to sexism, but the most recent case was Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, I am not an animator by any means, but the excuse that Ubisoft gave for there not being any female characters was that it would take too long for the animations to be able to come out. And honestly, with their last game in Assassin's Creed 4 on the multiplayer side, there were female game characters, and the animations look kind of rudimentary in general. And I'm not an animator by any means, but I have animated some run cycles and stuff like that before. And to be honest, if you're not animating breasts and stuff like that, then obviously there won't really be any issues with that. But I think there would be if you were animating breasts. And breast physics has been done before in other games, and yes, they've been kind of overly sexualized, but granted, most of the men that buy those games are going for it because of the tits. So let's be honest here. Are you going to buy a game with meat, like smaller chest size, or are you going to buy a game that features bigger chest? So I guess it goes both ways. I guess there's not enough female gamers and females in general in gaming and in film that are able to hold their own. The most recent movie that I saw that featured a really kick-ass female lead was Edge of Tomorrow, and she was basically playing a supporting role, but Rita Vataski is one of the most badass female characters that I've seen in movie history in ages, and I feel like she was able to hold her own, she was able to fight, and she was actually strong, and someone that females should be kind of looking up to as this kind of this gung-ho, tough, strong woman. And I feel like we need more of those characters in gaming, because it would draw not only the female gamers, but it would draw the male gamers as well. So that is kind of my thoughts on sexism in gaming. I know it's a kind of heated topic, and it's kind of on both sides of the argument, and a lot of people are kind of talking about that recently, so I felt like I kind of needed to put my thoughts out there onto a video. So I hope you guys enjoy this topic. This is kind of my opinion on the topic and what I felt. And leave a like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below what you think about this, and tell me what you guys think, because honestly I want to know what everybody else's viewpoint is on this topic, because it really is a heated subject. And I really do feel that when we kind of complain to video game companies that there's not enough female characters in games, we really stunt the creativity. Because let's be honest, if the game is really good and if the game's story is awesome, does the fact that there's not a female game character in the story really affect it at all? There might be in the single player as sort of a supporting character, but does the fact that there's none in the multiplayer really matter? I don't really think that it makes a difference. I really feel like it's up to the game companies to focus on their game and to focus on creating characters that really do feel like they are real characters and not just these copy-pasted characters that we've seen in games before, and some characters that are cliched. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.